right, here we go with Valheim. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Gonna be starting a fresh playthrough in a random seed. So first thing we're gonna do is whack this Jundra. Later, dude. We'll start a new one. Okay, let's see here. I'm old, so he's gonna be old. Beard we want. That's where I'm going. No chat if that's too loud. Game settings. Okay, let's start. That's my last seed, so we'll go ahead and remove that. And let's start with a fresh one. See how our playthrough goes. For anybody who hasn't played Valheim, lives under a rock, or doesn't follow indie gaming, came out about, I don't know, 7 weeks ago. It's already up to over 7 million copies sold. It's an early access game. Basically, if Minecraft, Morrowind, Fable, and Zelda all played Spin the Bottle at a party and you don't know who the love child was, this is it. Great game. Best $20 I've ever spent. Or not ever spent, but on a video game, it's probably the best game I've played in years. Can't believe it's 5 people. 5 people making this game. It's not the most cutting edge graphics, but once you get in here and see it, it has the latest physics engine, latest lighting engine. It's only 1 gigabyte on your computer. Amazing. Play it with a keyboard. The world procedurally generates, so every playthrough is completely different for terrain. And this thing is just, it has grabbed me, and it's good. I think that might be a little loud. So I go to audio. Try that. Blowing my ears out. I don't know if it's blowing anybody else's out, but so the premise is you're a dead Viking. Odin's bringing you back to life to clear the lands of Valheim from the Forsaken, which is 5 bosses. Start in the Stone Age here. You'll see. This bird is your tutorial. He is also ass annoying, but read his stuff or he's just gonna bug the hell out of you. But okay, so he's gonna guide us through the world and tell us what's what about what. It's where you're gonna be hanging the heads of the bosses. As you kill them, you'll unlock their power. So we're gonna look at our map. This is where we're at. This is the path that we got flown in on. You back this thing out. It's like a world. It's huge. Huge. Our first boss is going to be over in this area. So, oh, we already got an idiot. You're tough. We shouldn't be fighting, but it happens. Your left button's your main attack. Just about all weapons have a secondary attack. See, as you grab everything, you're going to be unlocking recipes. But left attack, or left mouse button's your main attack. Right mouse button's like a block or a parry. And your middle mouse button is your secondary attack. So we get a punch, get a kick, we get a block. We're going to start gathering resources. Your really first mission is just to survive the first day. Find a place to live. Bad things happen at night. So, we're unlocking recipes. We picked up stone and wood. Unlocking a bunch of recipes. Yep, magical stones scattered. Da-da-da-da-da. You guys can get tired of watching him if you've never played. Since you're already dead, you're not going to starve to death. That's cool. But you also start with a very low health pool. It's down there in the lower left. We're down to 23 hit points at 25. You don't regenerate health unless you're sitting by a campfire, which you have to start making things to be able to make. You need resources. The other way is to eat food. You can have 3 types of food. Down next in the lower left there, you'll see your health points. There's a little fork right here. These boxes. You can have up to 3 foods. They have to be different. So right now we have berries. You'll see it gives you 10 health, 20 stamina. It lasts for 600 seconds. You get a healing of 1 hit point per tick. Crap. Mushrooms, we get 15 health, 20 stamina, 600 seconds, 1 hit point per tick. Crap. But you start stacking them up, now you see your health pool going up. Some stones. What we're looking for is water for our first night, preferably, so that'll work. Around water, see, we're picking up stones and wood out here. We're right by the ocean. Oh, this is cool. So we're gonna need to make, this will be awesome. Normally you're gonna wanna make an axe, a stone axe. We'll see if you hit tab, get a basic building menu over here. Hammer, torch, stone axe, club. We're gonna go right for the hammer because we're right on the water, so we're collecting flint. Flint's your next upgrade from stone. So although we will need some stone, we're gonna need a lot of flint. If we can go right to a flint axe, that makes cutting wood a lot easier because it's better. It lasts longer, it's more durable. So I'm gonna grab some wood. We're gonna grab as much flint as possible, kind of avoid the idiots. And we're also gonna have to build a shelter for our first night. What I like to try and do is, you're gonna see like random torn up buildings. Oh, idiot. The yellow bar is your stamina bar. Once that depletes, you stand there and just get the bejesus knocked out of you. So let's just keep grabbing stuff. We can make a club. Club's a really great weapon. Those are necks. They're gonna come and try and beat our ass, but we need a weapon first. I'm just doing a little bit of scouting. See if we can find a partial building close by. I think that's one off in the distance. That might just be rocks. We'll go back this way. X. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time fighting. They're great food. We're going to need to farm a ton of them. But I try to just save a lot of this scouting and hunting and all that stuff for the second night. These days go by pretty quick. Bad things happen at night. Grab some more stone. Bad things happen at night, and we're just a little dude. You can't sleep through the night unless you have a house, and a bed, or some kind of structure you can put a bed under and a campfire. Loving this flint. They're loving this flint. Hey, I think that's a house up there. Or is that a rock? See what I mean about this? I mean, it's kind of a pixely graphics, but it just fits. This game is beautiful. That is a house. Nice. We're going to try and appropriate that. We're right by the water, close to where we got to hang the heads, which you have to come back through throughout the game. Probably, if we press M and open up our map, it's on the way to our first boss. This could be a great place for a first night. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some honey. Get a bee's nest. Doesn't appear so. Grab these berries. These little trees you can punch. Work on your unarmed skill. Give you a couple wood so we get our axe going. Let me see what I've got. How much wood we got? 18 wood. So we're gonna have to build a hammer to build a workbench, and a workbench to build tools. A hammer is a couple stone and some wood. The workbench is 10 wood. Some more wood. Hear next growling in the distance. Around here somewhere. Yep, there he is. They're easy enough to kill, but we got stuff to do. Okay, have some more berries. Probably unimportant right now. Need wood. More necks over there. Good neck spawn. Cool. See our food's flashing. That means it's running out. We'll grab another couple bites. Let's put down a workbench. Do that. Build a hammer. That's good. Now that we built the hammer, that unlocked all these recipes. Okay. So it's up there. Item slot 2. Crafting menu. Workbench. White line on the ground's the radius of effect on that. We're going to try and put it in-house both these structures here. Just for a minute. Because we're going to use some of that wood. Oops. We gotta get the bird out of here. Gonna be bird stuff. Yeah. This guy's gonna wear you out. He wears me out. Okay. That's okay. It's got to be inside to actually use it, or covered. So what we're gonna do here is take out our hammer, and repairing everything is free. And even though we can scavenge wood off this building behind me, I think we're going to use this one because it's a little bigger. If you repair it, now let me start over. You destroy everything, you get all your resources back in this game whenever you break something down. We can just break down this other building and get all the wood off of it. But if you repair it first, it's already damaged, you'll get more wood. You're gonna get like the if it's damaged to 50%, you only get 50% of the materials. But if you repair it, which is free, and then tear it down, you get all the resources. That's the way to go. Chest, what do we have in there? Feathers and another torch. And that chest is just in a fucking bird. He's just gonna follow around and caw until you talk to him. And he never shuts up. All right. Goodbye. Okay, we're gonna have to cover this bench. So let's go over here. Repair this structure. Just use my middle mouse button. So we're just repairing this. We were standing outside the radius. Okay. Kind of, sort of. All right. Now, if you use your middle mouse button, you'll destroy it. Since we just repaired it, we're going to get 100% of whatever resources it would have been to build that. Long story short, you get more wood if you do this. This takes a fraction. If we would have just tore it down while it was already beat up, see, like that little stump there, it's at 50%. Cost 2 wood to make that. We'd only get 1 wood back if we destroyed it right now because it's at 50%. So we repair it, then destroy it, get double the wood. Right, now that's gone. Technically, our bench doesn't need to be over here. We just put it there. We could reach that other building. It cost 10 wood to make. And we got 10 wood back. Now we go to crafting, build our bench. Put our bench right here. And then we're going to take building. It's already at kind of at a 45-degree angle. So we're going to use these 45 pieces. And we're going to, now we don't want to build a roof yet. We go here. It's 45, so we're going to put up our 45x at the snap. I'm going to have to stand up on this. It's because we're up so high. So we got to get back farther to get that to work. So we got an X there. Need our wood. Look at that. Okay. X there. Now, these 45 roof pieces. Over here. See, 45 slanted piece, snap that piece. Wonder if already out of wood. Oh, our hammer's broke. Oh, I'm such a noob. Noob mistake 101. Now I got 2 hammers, perfect. What a noob. Now you get to see one of the rookiest mistakes in the world. I should have done. Just thought I could pull that off. What I should have did, what I should have better done better, is. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. This is inside. Put your bench down here. This isn't our forever home. Now we can use it. Hit this repair button, repair everything for free. But we had wasted resources building 2 hammers because I'm a yahoo. But since we're here, let's build an axe. We're going to build the flint axe. And we don't really need 2 hammers. I'm just going to end up getting rid of stuff is pretty hard in this game. You got to throw it out in the water or on the ground, and it takes 2 days to despawn, but it can't be around a workbench. It's long, blah, 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 blah. Don't need 2 torches. Should probably have 1, maybe. I usually put my axe. Yeah, that's our only weapon right now. But it doesn't have to be. Now that we have axe, we're going to build our club. Starting to get night. How much wood do I have? I don't want a fire. Fire's got to be close to your bed. Oops. Pull out our hammer. Miscellaneous. The fire. Okay. Got our axe. We're going to need just a little more wood to make it through the night. I'm just going with these little trees because they're fast to knock down. And we are losing daylight quick. What does that give us? 37. Okay. Hammer. We'll worry about that in a second. Got a yahoo coming. The door. Let's put a excuse me, bed. Yeah. Let's tear that down. We're gonna build a better house tomorrow. Bed. Building. Yes, yes, Egan. I get you. He's gonna be in the way. Finish this. Just click. There you go. Yes. Yep. Claim our bed. And we're just gonna sleep. We don't have nothing to do, nothing with. Okay, we got our, and we made it through our first night. Get our club and go beat some fools. Jacking with our stuff. Get some berries. And now's when we started to make our camp a little bit better and always pick up wood. Two necks. See, we unlocked next neck tail. Neck. Get her. We're gonna need a better house. A bigger house. We'll make that house bigger. So this is where the Minecraft comes in. It's very a little grindy, a little resourcey. That's a gathering. Start up here on a hill. So we do have a physics engine. Let's cut down trees, which they'll kill you. I'd more times than I care to admit, so watch which way they fall. But if you can get them to start falling into each other, they start knocking each other down. Saves you a lot of time. I hear you, neck, 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 neck. Each big tree, once it's all said and done, ends up giving you 20 wood. First you knock down the big tree, and the big tree turns into two halves, 2 logs, and then each log is 10 wood. See, just took a pretty decent hit there. We're going to need about 100 wood. If I don't die because I'm sitting on the downhill side of this thing. I'm asking an awful lot out of a raspberry to heal me up. Up in the upper right-hand corner by the map, we have a rested buff. Your rested buff increases your stamina and health regeneration. You get that by being next to your fire. Hitting X. Sit down. Rest. That's like the only way to regenerate your health if you don't have food. You can see now my ticks are going up to 3.5 health per tick, which each tick is about 10 seconds. That was just for a little demonstration. How much wood did we end up getting? And we got 50, we got 100, almost 100. We're not going to need a lot. We're just going to expand this house a little bit. I don't want to knock those down. They'll end up falling in the water, drown trying to get them out of there. Just knocking down all these little ones because they end up just getting in the way when you're trying to move around. They will grow up to be mature trees, but it takes a long time. Unless you plant the seeds yourself, you're going to see as we go along, we're going to be collecting seeds and As you progress through the ages, we'll end up getting a cultivator, and then you'll be able to replant these seeds. And when you replant a tree yourself, it goes from a seed to full-size mature tree in 2 in-game days. So that's how you'll set up a little wood farm. Because wood's something you just never get away from, and you need a lot of it. Try not to knock down these bushes, because sometimes you'll find that they'll be a raspberry spawning point. So if you knock them down, you just have to go farther to get raspberries. And you need raspberries forever too. Okay, where are we at with our inventory? Now we got 130 wood. That's cool. Make a little better house. Tearing down these outer walls. What do we have? We have 2 deep. Yeah, let's tear all this down. I don't want it to fall on me. It's not that. Trying to keep our workbench, but it's not the end of the world if we have to move that too. Let's get in here and this damn thing away. Needs a roof section. Okay. Guess we already screwed that up. All right. Fine. I'm going to put this back just because I want to make a hoe. Okay. Increase the floor size. I'm just taking this whole thing down. Okay. We need to be able to see. So make a wood pile. Wood pile. Now we can pick up all this wood. We can see. Turn our bed down. Okay, we're gonna pull out our hoe. Hey ho. Hoe levels the ground. That's one of the options. You can raise ground, level ground, and make a path. You want to level the ground. It levels from where your feet are. We want everything to be the height of our floor. So we'll go around, level that area. We can go out just a little bit and level in this area. Okay. Hammer time. Can't touch this. Floor. We're going to go a 3x4. Nothing too crazy. This is not going to be our forever home. Wood. That cross piece. That wood. This wood. The bird. You can tell us, hey, you made a hoe. You got a hoe. Yes. Thanks, bud. Put some walls up. like the door. I like the gate. The gate's a little taller. It uses a lot more wood, but it's more Viking-y, I think. Half wall. I tend to use more half walls than full walls. I'll show you why a little bit here. It's for snapping points. I'm going to show you a storage trick. And they make nice windows. Like we knock that out and then put a, gives us a window. Be helpful when we get to the bow stage. Full wall here. Show you want to do half walls on this back side. And that will be prevalent here in a second. Half wall. You don't feel rested anymore. Okay, well then, how do we get rested? Campfire. And sit down. X. Once we have the roof complete, you'll be rested just when you're sheltered inside your home. How much wood do we got? 10 wood on us. We have 2 stacks of 50 outside. Okay, we're rested. It's finished up. Using the middle mouse button, you just break those things right up. Around here, get our wood. By beam, spinsy. As soon as you connect these, they're blue when they touch the ground. That means it's a foundation piece. And it goes green. Think of it like a stoplight. The higher you get up, they start changing colors. That's your structural integrity. And they will start, they only bear so much weight, and then they'll start collapsing on themselves. So we just need a snapping point first. And so we'll use this 45 wall. Try and get back. Ugh, it's not cooperating. And that, something's in the way. See how it was orange because it was just hanging off. Now it's green because it's touching this wall. So it's now it's G to G, homie. Hello. I'm having a problem with my chat. I can't see my chat. All messages are visible. Something happened with Been a while since I streamed. Something got, I don't know, Windows update, whatever. None of my crap's working. I'm trying not to ignore anybody. It basically says that I have no one watching, and I just get surprised. So that's awesome. If you're out there, I will get these settings fixed. I'm just a new guy. New guy doing new guy shit. All right, where were we? Before we lose all of our daylight here. Let's get this. Try to get this house finished. I should have just torn the whole damn thing down. Now these are, by doing it this way, everything's a little tall. I'm gonna build a ladder. Build a ladder. We get that to snap to something. There we go. I'm having a hell of a time here. Yeah, that's red, and we can't put anything else on that. But if we go over here, now connected to the wall, it's green. That looks ugly. Tear that one down because it didn't line up right. There we go. Ain't the best looking house. We'll build something cooler later. We're just trying to get through the day, man. So now we need 45 wall. 45 wall. That'll give us somewhere to snap the X2 if we can get an angle right. Come on, man. Come on, baby. Need some love. Need some sugar, baby. Oh, we had it. There we go. Jesus. And let's see. Let's cover up this fire so it doesn't go out. So what are we going to do here? We need, what, 45? Kind of doubling up here. We could take out those beams. Why? And those there. Right now, I really only need this 45 triangle off the top, but I think it looks stupid. Well, I don't know. We'll see. See how it looks. See if we can break up our barn. We do that. Now our fire will be covered from the elements. Like it's just hanging there, though, doesn't it? What do we got? We got stuff for that? How about that? Better or worse? We'd have to go right to the, I don't know, Chateau Ghetto. We have enough to give us a front porch too. Like having a covered porch. Help the resale value of this joint. Get this ladder out of here. All right. Please tell me I didn't piss away all my wood and we got enough for a bed. Yeah, we did. Now we can take down said crafting station. Put it over here by the... Oh, I guess it was fine there, but... Put that there. Bed has to be within 5 tiles of the fire for it to work. We'll put our bed over here. Here's a little trick. Take a beam and put it in front of the fire so you don't walk in there and set yourself on fire. It'll like stop you a little bit. Now go to crafting. This is a cook station. Cook our meat. You can get 5 of these over the fire, but I usually just do 2. That's the beginning. If I can get it to be somewhere that it fits. Oh, hey, easy tiger. And oh, our hammer broke. Well, luckily we have 2 since I'm a freaking special player. All right, how much wood do we have? I'm doing these snapping points here with these half walls. It can be hard as hell to see. Let's fix that. Hammer time. Put some light in here. Get some light on the subject. So we've got these half walls here. What we can do, we can place a chest kind of over here in the corner. You get up to 5 in a 2 square deal, but if we put more, kind of screwed that up. If I'd have put half walls on the back, it would have worked better. I guess I can do that. Let's do that. Take these out. Take these out. Take that wall out. For wood. Now let's get a half wall. There. There. Chest. You put them wherever you want, but try and put 2 here. Now if we go over here to building, this little 1x1 wood square. See how it snaps right above there? Now you can take, even though it's just a 1x1, put 2 more chests. Missing wood. Well, you get how that works. Now we can put another one there. We can stack 6 chests in this little corner of this little 4x3 hut. Which you'll find becomes, you collect a lot of hoopla. Start organizing early. All I can tell you, stuff gets out of hand quick. So I usually have, we don't really have anything. One of my first chests I do is seeds and trophies. Trophies are heads off of stuff you kill. You're going to end up with a ton of them. And seeds. You end up with a ton of those. So start that off with seeds. And I usually have a food. Which we don't really have enough to put in food. And I do a resources and a mob drop. And we don't really have a whole lot of anything. We'll be gathering. We're just kind of getting our poop in a group right now. So, we gotta set our spot point. Now you can go over these cooking stations. If you want to cook something specific, you put it in the item slot 1, 2, 3, 4 up the upper left corner there. You hit that key appropriately. Otherwise, if you just put E, it's going to grab whatever's in your inventory. Cook it. So we're cooking our neck meat. You hear that second sizzle there? It's done. There we go. If you let it go one more sizzle, it's burnt. But that's an easy way to get coal early in the game. I think we need see how the smoke's coming in the top there a little bit. Smoke travels in one, like that wall. I mean, the first main wall there. So if we just put this over it, now the smoke doesn't disperse out. Still dispersing in a little bit. That usually means that your fire is too close. But you could also, this should work. Put a long wood beam across the bottom. That made that just a fraction of a bit shorter. So now we don't get any smoke inside. You see it kind of up in the walls. It's coming through that top square up there. Smoke will kill you. Choke to death. Oh. It's a thing. I don't really like to do anything at night because we haven't really, again, we picked around with this house and our buildings and haven't really collected any resources to make ourselves a worthy opponent, adversary. There's plenty of stuff out here at night that'll beat our ass. So there's him telling you, get inside, seek fire and shelter. Get the boss, bro. You are the boss. See, now we're covered. We don't have to sit down next to the fire. We're getting our resting bonus. We have a comfort level. You see that up at the top, comfort level of 4. You start off, if you sit next to a campfire, your resting bonus is 8 minutes. Each comfort addition you give yourself, you add a minute onto that bonus. So that'll become prevalent later on. But we have shelter, that's one. We got the fire, that's the first one. We got shelter, dry, and we got a bed. Those are four things. I think I don't know about the dry part. I know if we get wet, then that slows down stamina and health regeneration. And you can't rest until you're dry, so let's sleep. That's enough, blah, blah, blah. Try and get to this first boss. He's pretty easy. We just gotta kill a lot of pigs. That's all. Flint spear and a shield, and that's pretty much all you need. You don't have to dick around with anything else. So let's find some pigs, man. Pigs and flint. Ate a neck and a strawberry. And pressing the, I don't know, I'm using a gamepad. I guess it's F. Puts the weapon on your back, because a lot of weapons other than the knife, which I usually make, a flint knife, it's wicked until you get a bow. And then once you get a bow, it's pretty much worthless. So, up to you whether you want to craft one. Oh, we got another little bird down here. Pig, 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 pig. Oh, there's a deer. We won't have a prayer. You sneak up on them with a knife. Knives do a lot of damage when you're stealth, and you stealth by crouching, control button, left control. Yeah, but it uses stamina to move. It's your yellow bar, so you have to stop and regenerate. Once you're out of stamina, you stand up like a yahoo. And a lot of things I didn't know is there's wind in the game. You'll see these white wisps coming off the screen. That's the direction of the wind. You can also look up in the mini map, upper right hand corner, and that arrow that's on there. That's which way the wind's blowing. If you're trying to hunt deer with a knife, do not do it with the wind at your back, because they'll smell you and you just piss away a lot of daylight trying to sneak up on something that's just going to bolt as soon as you get close to it. Try to have the wind, try to be downwind, so the wind in your coming at your face or across your body, and you're sneaking up on deer. Mushrooms. So we're looking for flint. Either make a knife and eventually the spear. And we need pigs because we need leather scraps. Oh, we got another little town up here. Cool. Maybe we can get a beehive. Sprinting by holding, I don't know what button that is. I think it's shift. No, shift is space bars jump. Shift sprint. Use a gamepad. I don't really know what they're mapped to because I never really paid attention. Pig. We want a pig. You're a pig. You don't really have to chase them down. Once they see you, they'll come up and try and whoop your ass. A lot of people just craft an axe, use that as that first weapon. The reason why I don't is, you notice the axe is a tool, so when you strike something, you stand in one spot. Let's pull it out for a second. Like, you'll just stand there because you're doing an action. Club and all the other weapons, you'll advance. See how you walk forward a little bit? It makes fighting, otherwise, because you end up always kind of knocking things away from you. The axe, you'll end up hitting your target in the combat, and you'll knock them back, but you won't move forward. But since you're panicking, as I always do, and you're just like spamming the attack button, you're just wasting stamina because you're not. They'll come to a point where you're too far away and you're not actually connecting with them. Or you're using the club or sword, you'll keep advancing. So I try to use tools for tools, weapons for weapons. That's my thing. But I'm also got COD or OCD, but it should be COD, CDO. All right, so we got some pigs. You never have too many neck meat. Your neck. It just seems creepy to say out loud. Do you like me some neck meat? Love that neck meat. Yeah, Creeposaurus Rex, party of you. Your table's ready. Anyway. Your neck. Our little initial starting spot here is definitely got some necks. That's cool. Not seeing a lot of pigs though. I don't want to travel too far away. It's this early in the game. Rested bonuses like your best friend. Deer. And I'd like to get my shield going. Usually take on the first boss. You can get him within the first couple days. You just got to find a lot of pigs. Because you got to workstations level 1 because that's all it is. But once we add an upgrade to it, then we can make level 2 stuff. Level 2 stuff is the flint spear, and a flint spear and a shield. And you can go after that first boss. He ain't hard. First time I played, it was he looks daunting. It's a big. You'll see it if you haven't seen it already. He's a big ass elk. He makes all sorts of noise, and fights get dim, and he's really big. And when you first come in the game, it's pretty impressive, man. These 5 people that make this game did just a flat outstanding job, I think. And since this bird, Hugin, will never leave you alone, you get to the point where you don't read the ass load of text that he's telling you, which is basically the only tutorial. I mean, you don't figure nothing out until you just figure it out. You'll see when we get into combat over in the lower right, it'll tell you what the mouse buttons do. Usually when you're in the heat of the business, the last thing you're doing is looking around for tooltips on a screen. You're like, oh my God, get my ass handed to me. So it takes a while, and block is one of the, there's the block, mouse 2, attack, let's get all that. Blocking is one of the most underestimated but yet powerful features in this game. Your shield is a game changer. We're gonna be making one here in a minute. We're gonna need one of those regardless. But it's starting to get dark, so I'm just working my way back, grabbing some wood, grabbing some necks. Never stop scavenging berries. They're really light. You have a weight limit that you can carry. They're not really good. I mean, they're like your only food source right now. Once we get meat, your combination you're going to want to use is, best combination early game is neck meat, cooked meat, and honey. Honey we get from bees. We got to find a beehive. Until you get honey, and you're going to use like a mushroom or a raspberry as your third piece. Neck meat, deer or pig is just meat cooked, and then a berry or mushroom until we can find a beehive. Beehives are in these abandoned structures, so once we start exploring out, we'll find one eventually. You only need to have about three to four. Otherwise, you just end up choking on honey. Honey becomes really important later. We start making meads and stuff. All these things, they come back. They're in recipes later on in game. So you just stockpile everything. And making a chest is cheap. Stacking chests is easy. So, see, we're already up to 20 strawberries, 4 mushrooms, and we got a meat. And we got more neck. We got some leather scraps, so that's going to go into our mob drops. Feathers, mob drops. Our craftables, I guess our crafting chest. And we don't really have those. We only have the... I'm going to start saving the berries. Start using mushrooms. Just because they're lighter. Okay, we got 13 flint. Do we have any wood? There. We make the knife yet. Need 2 scraps. How much is the shield? 4 scraps. Scraps come from pigs. Well, I'm gonna make the knife. You don't use it for very long, but I don't anyway. Other scraps. But it is brutal. It's a good trick to have. It's a very underestimated thing. So let's craft our knife. I have a specific order of ways that I put my tools up here. Put my little gaming pad has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to use 6, 7, 8. I have to go to an actual keyboard to access. So I put everything in the same spot all the time, but that's usually my hunting weapon is usually 5. So that's going to be, I'll move to the bow when I get the bow. Okay, did we get a rested buff? We did. We need to find pigs, man. We've gone. We've almost made it to the, oh, there's pigs. Pigs. Hey, let's use this knife. And the wind's going across our back. Maybe we can actually show you this. Okay, so we crouch. Once they see me, it's on. The nice thing about the knife, I guess I should have done this before we started hunting. keep watching your stamina bar. It'll run out. There's really no reason to be sneaking up. Middle mouse button. Look at that. Wham. I'll tell you, one shot at deer. That was like 200 points of damage. Where if we were sneaking and we got the first attack and we use that middle mouse button, second attack. See your first one? I got 4 points of damage. Just 4 points of damage, but sneak. We use this on deer. The pig is just going to run up close to him. Put your middle mouse button. Lunge and jump. Uses a lot of stamina, but it's beast mode, man. It's beast mode. And the knife doesn't give you any type of if you look at the axe, you get stats, weights 1-5, durability, repair station, movement speed reduction, 5%. Down at the very bottom. Everything gives you a movement speed reduction. The club, movement speed reduction, 5%. All this stuff stacks. Knife, backstab bonus, 10 times damage. It does give a little bit of knockback. And no run speed. Early on, when you're trying to travel, make some distance, hunt, you end up getting surprised by stuff. So you can have your knife out, ready to go, and travel. You hear the barking of deer. I don't know if deer barked, but they do in this game. A little discouraged by the amount of not pig we have around here. Pigs are what we need a lot of early game. We need them to upgrade our workstation. Oh, we spooked him. Boo sauce. You scare a deer, if you just sit still, they'll come back to wherever they were grazing. If you want to wait for them. We have a crappy food buff, a resting buff. We got 8 minutes. Let's eat a neck, mushroom, berry. 3 food types. Now you see our health pool going up there in the lower left. It's 25 with no food. With those 3, I think it gets up to 80 something, 90 something. Been this way, neck. That's not too loud. I can't get my chat to work. Can't even tell if there's anybody even watching, which is fun. Get to get my Streamlabs sorted out here. I know that last Microsoft update really did some hoopla. Pig. Run to the peg. Run to the peg. Oh, it was a 1-star? Oh, well, we'll wait for that. See these, if you look at them, it says boar. There's a star behind it, and that means they're like leveled up. This is with all things in this game. There's like 0-star, 1-star, 2-star. 2-star of anything doubles the resources, doubles the power. So a 2-star enemy early on, no joke, they will jack you up. But if you find a 2-star pig, man, try and catch them up. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. You can tame animals. Let's set up a renewable resource for yourselves. You gotta feed them. They eat a lot. And this little house that we have, this is not, more than likely not where we're gonna be staying. We're just trying to set up our first little mini base here, close to the where we're going to be hanging trophies, close to the first boss, and close to the resources that we need to make that happen. And then we're packing up and we're moving on out. Deer. Okay. Which way's the wind blowing? Frost. So as long as these boars don't jack everything up. You can't sneak with a deer looking at you. They'll find you. Middle mouse button. Later, deer. See, we didn't scare anything. I don't even know we're here. He does. But we got him before he got to run away. Middle mouse button, man. There's really no reason to sneak up on a boar. And we can. Oh, I thought there was another deer there. I'm gonna need 3 deer trophies to summon this first boss. Trophies are their heads. So you might get one off a no star. 1 star, you're probably gonna get a trophy. So we just got a pig trophy, which are completely worthless. But they do take up a shit ton of space. And they're heavy. So they're to that. Sun's going down. Get our knife out so we don't get a run speed decrease. I don't know if we can catch them. Probably not. They're fast, man. We're gonna kill everything we can on the way back. Especially pigs. We need pigs. Need pigs. Oh, there's lots of pigs here. There they are. We were just going the wrong way. It's the story of my life. With video games, especially. Where's that other one? Usually in 3 groups of 3. And we snuck up behind him, and we left something on the ground, so sparkles. We need scraps, so yeah, that's what it was too. I want to leave that shit around. That's all we really need. Birds will hunt as soon as we get a bow. You'll need them for feathers. Feathers, how you make higher grade arrows. House. I think I didn't do this playthrough. I'm new. Let you guys know the importance of marking your map. Once we get up to the house here, I'll show you. You want to mark everything. It doesn't fill in unless you get a mod. I don't like playing with mods primarily because they get updated and I'm not updated. I'm old as shit if you can't tell. Just like getting through life, still being able to tie my own shoes. That's pretty freaking amazing. All right, then I don't need to be dicking around with something that needs to be updated, install, open up config files. You guys probably are a lot better at that. I'm a retard. Open up our map. Start off. And it gives you a bed where your spawn point is, but you're going to end up having like multiple bases. At least I think you should. So we're gonna call this home. That's what it is, right? Oh, or now we can just starter base. You have different icons you can use. If I start marking berry bushes, I'll just spend more time talking and playing than just playing. So we'll start mapping next time we go out. We'd sleep at night, but we might as well sit down here by the fire. Another little trick, if something's too low, even with building, like if you can't get something to snap underneath something or whatever, just sit down, changes the camera angle. That's the X button. So we're gonna cook everything up. A little coffee. I'm gonna spill that down my shirt. I'm pro. When I was younger, I used to play hard to get. I just pretty much play hard to want, and that's been working out pretty well. Sooner or later, once this stuff starts building up, meat stays prevalent for a while, but you're not going to want to cook everything because later on we're going to get recipes where you need raw meat as an ingredient. But that's a while. It's going to take the Bronze Age. You're going to get to the Bronze Age after you kill the first boss. Because his trophy is his antler, and his antler is your first pick, and then you'll be able to mine. So right now we're just basically hanging out in the Stone Age. Doing Stone Age shit. Cookity meat, cookity meat. I don't want to burn my stuff. Whoops. I don't want to burn my foods. A lot of necktail to cook. Cooks fast. What do we have? We got 1 deer trophy. We need 2 more. We got 10 more scraps. Awesome. If we need flint to get our first upgrade to our workstation. We can do that before we go to sleep. Like we got what, 9 flint on us. I think I have some in the chest. Can't remember. Okay, can't cook anything else. Well, cool. We have nope. Okay, so if we take our hammer, number 1, craft. That's the first upgrade. So you use these stars. This means that they upgrade your workbench. So we have a level 1 workbench right now. We build this, we need 10 flint, 10 wood. Get to level 3 workbench, we need flint, lots of leather scraps, and 5 deer hide. We can get to this. We can get to that. We just need 10, we need 10 flint, and we got 9. That's disheartening. Let's go find one. Nighttime, bad things happen at night. Flint's always by the water, though. We're close to the water. We'll find a flint. There's a flint. Oh. Okay, now we can do our upgrade. To get this to work, it has to be close to the workbench. Doesn't have to be next to it. You see those little sparkles? They're doing that. It's connecting to the upgrading. We'll just put that underneath here. No reason to put anything in our house right now that we don't need, because we don't have a whole lot of space. Now you go to our workbench. Workbench level 2 up here on the right. Look at all those new recipes we got. Okay, we can make our shield now. So you make the basic wooden shield. Just pro tip, it only took me about 100 hours a game to figure out. Click the style button. Options. You don't have to just be walking around with a blank set of boards. Be baller, shot collar. 2-color shield on your Valhalla, something like that. I don't know how that song goes, but all right, so shield. There we go. How we ended up with our hammer, or other hammer back in there. Okay, so shield, spot 2. Spot 4 is where I'm going to put my spear when we make it. And once we get a spear and a shield, we just need 2 more trophies so we can go fight that boss. What was I putting in here? Trophies. Trophy. They're heavy. No reason carrying them around. This was our craftables. Let's put our leather scraps. What was this one? This was food. Our last chest that we really need is our resource. We technically don't need, but I try to start early with the organization. Otherwise, it gets out of hand. It gets out of hand fast. This will be our resource. Should be stone, wood. There's multiple types of wood. You need a lot of stone. End up with a lot of this sap. You need a lot of wood, like a lot of wood in this game. Okay, it's night. What do we need to do? We cooked all of our food. We got neck, mushrooms, and berries. What did I decide I was gonna do? Seem to find more berries than mushrooms, so I'm gonna go to my food chest. I'm gonna stop eating mushrooms and continue eating berries. Find a honey here soon. Wait. Something must have happened. It says we've only been going 15 minutes. Nah. Who knows if this is even working? I don't even know if I'm even streaming. It says we're live. It says it's working. It's good enough for me. All right. So what are we after? Oh, we got a club, shield. I'm on our back. No run speed. Decrease. Got our knife. Next, we're gonna need flint for this spear. So we always keep gathering. Try not to get wet, which I just did. That just screwed everything up. I use our shield. Here's blocking. If you time your block right when he swings, you get a parry bonus. Guaranteed crit. And you stopped all the damage coming, or not all the damage, but blocked 4 points of damage. And we didn't eat, so. Eat, neck, berry. Fall in the water. You're wet, your stamina and health regen goes down, so like negates your come here, guys. Negates your rested buff. New pigs. Pigs and deer. More pigs than deer. Gonna map our area out a little bit. And a freaking beehive wouldn't suck either. Get that early. Pigs. See you. In there, no beehive. Let's see, where's our map? Let's keep I want to keep running the coast because we need flint. And we're gonna have a better time of finding a beehive, like away from the water. I guess it really doesn't matter. I've found them most places, but you find more, depending on your map, you get. Just gotta find some buildings. Stealth, middle mouse button. Boom. We get everything. Get in a bad habit of running away too soon. Leaving resources behind. I always need to leave the one you need. It's cool how unrandom failing is. Oops. Just be more careful. Get the deer earlier with the knife, but let's kill enough pigs and get that bow. Hunting deer becomes easy, and the bow is extremely. Some say it's too OP. It needs to be nerfed. It's it's a ranged weapon, man. Ranged weapons were no joke. The game changer in the Stone Age, and it's the game changer in this game too. See, if you look at the wind, there's that deer out there. The wind is blowing this from our backs towards that deer. That would just be a waste of time to try and sneak up on him. He'll smell you and then he's off. Mushrooms. Okay, since we haven't seen a lot of mushrooms, we're going to start marking our map. These will respawn here. Grab those mushrooms, open up our map, point of interest, scroll that in, double click to put your marker, single click, left click, puts X over it. That becomes important later. And if you right click, it goes away. So I double click, see a text box opens up, I just put mush. And then I put how many were there. Mush 6. And when we're running around this world, sometimes you get to an area where, they find 10, 12 mushrooms or raspberry bushes within right around each other. Mark that thing. These later on recipes, they require a lot of this stuff. Then you have to go farm it up if you don't have it. And nice opening up your map. Say, well, I can get 10 of them here. I haven't been over there forever, so they'll be there. If you get a little area with, 2 mushrooms, I don't really bother marking that one. As you see, you'll find pegs. Well, there's mushrooms over there too. Need these pigs. And as much as I want that deer, they're easy to get. We need a lot of leather, or a lot of these scraps. Wish there was a way to turn the deer hide into scraps, or have enough scraps from pigs to make a deer hide, but I guess pigs ain't deer, deer ain't pigs, and that's why it is the way it is. See, like this area for raspberries, if for some reason it won't let me actually look at all these raspberries in one spot. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 raspberries. We're just putting on the map. IMO. Raspberry. RB 6. Still need flint. Need a lot of flint. Not only are we going to try and build a spear, but I'd be able to upgrade it too. Oh, there was mushrooms over there I never went and got, right? Oop. 1-star deer. Gonna try. Wind's blowing across. He looks at us that he's gonna be off like a prom dress, but we get behind him. Middle mouse. Boom, 185 points of damage. Get some. Here's those mushrooms. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a yahoo. Doing Yahoo stuff? Come here, Yahoo. There. That was 6 mushrooms. Or did I just click a bunch of them a bunch of times and they didn't work? Eh. We'll call it 6. I'm going to forget to check next time I come back anyway. I'm just going to click them. All right. Gotta see these all over the place. Oh. Hey, bro. Oh, sorry about that. You found the summoning place for the Forsaken. Make correct offering, and the altar will come. Be wary, though. The Forsaken are not easy prey. Blah, blah. First boss. Ike here. Ike there. Hunt his kin. To the boss. Pig. Pig. Ooh, 1 star. Ah. Should be trying to tame these. You want to tame a 1 star because these 1 stars, like, you get, see, we guaranteed leather scraps. Get 2 scraps, 2 meat off a 1 star pig. A 2 star pig, you get 4 meat, 4 leather. So eventually, when we find a homestead, we're going to try and tame is a thing. 1 stars, at least. If you can find a 2 star, they're rare as hell. You get one of those because you don't even need another one to breed. Like we'll need 2 pigs to start breeding. But if you can have at least 1 star, that 1 star is always going to have a 1 star. Once you get to the point where you have 2 1 stars, you kill everything else off, and you let 2 turn into 4, 4 turns into 6, you know, all that kind of. Just always make sure you have 2 alive that you don't slaughtered. Mushroom, good mushroom spot. And you'll always have a meat, you'll always have a leather scrap supply. But this is not going to be our home, and you just build a fence, and then you got to feed them, and you got to sit around them for a little bit, and they'll become tame, and they won't attack and freak out. They'll freak out with fire, but they won't give a shit if you're there or not. And you just walk in and kill them, they won't fight you. And their babies are born tame. Middle mouse. And you have an infinite supply of food as long as you keep feeding them. So they eat berries and mushrooms and get these guys. Neck coming up behind us. Watch that stamina bar. Middle mouse. His buddy didn't see us. It's another trophy. We'll get it in a second. I want to get this deer. It turns around and looks at us. Watch that stamina. That stamina. Middle mouse. 205. Okay. What do we get? Another deer trophy, meat, hide. Now we can fight this boss right now if we had enough stuff to make a spear. So you can rush that, and then we can mine. We have to go into the Black Forest. I mean, you can rush tech early on. I usually recommend rushing the first boss because you can get him early. He's easy. Let's see. We're gonna go fight him here in a minute. If I can get enough resources to make a spear, we're gonna go fight him. And that'll probably be the end of the stream for the day. But we'll at least get that down. I think I've been going a while, or at least we'll take a break. Shake the dew off my lily. Make me a wee-wee. I don't know why I've been trying to walk through the water towards that deer. He's gonna bolt. Our rusted buff is gone. Okay, well, if our rusted buff is gone, we could just make a fire real quick, but let's just grab flint on the way back. Any flint we can. We had a pretty good haul. any food source that we can, wood that we can. Let's gather on the way back. Sun's going down anyway. Walk away from that. So our mission, food, wood, flint. If we find pig, we'll get pig. Berries. Always grab berries. Flint. Flint. Idiot. Work on this blocking skill. Come on, bro. I don't want to beat up my raspberry bush. Come here. Come on. You want to be tough, guy? You're the one that want to do this. Come on, Holmes. Stun. You just want me to break my raspberry bush. Go ahead. Knife. Wood. Flint. Use rocks, but don't really need them right now. They're heavy, as rocks should be. See these stones in a circle here are kind of in a boat shape. There's gonna be a treasure chest in here. You'll also find bones. They're used in recipes. There'll be a treasure chest with gems and different things in there. That's a sunken ship tribute. Sometimes you can just level the ground with the hoe if you get to a low enough spot and it'll uncover stuff. Maybe we'll do that. But once you get your pickaxe, you can mine down and get that stuff. And that's an early way to get some gems and money. On me. And feathers for arrows and stuff. Bones mostly, because you'll need bones as some of your armor recipes will require you to have bones, and something like the upgrade of the club requires bones. And you can get those in the dark forest fighting skeletons, but those dudes are kind of tough when they're little. And you can just dig up a pig, dig up a ship, neck, dig up a ship, get some bones, upgrade the cloak. You need it for your deer hide cape, for armor, which we should probably make. I usually try to get troll armor early on, but don't be scared of trolls, but have a bow and keep your distance. They hit hard, man. Big beads. They travel ground really fast. They take really big steps. They hit really hard. We leave over here. Leather scrap some time ago. There's no beehive in that, right? Bees. I started this character in a fresh seed yesterday. I forgot to hit the go live button. But I had a great map. I had 3 honey eyes. I was just chatting away. Who knows? I might even not be streaming right now. It says I am. But who knows? Die, fool. Okay. What did we end up with? 24 flint. We got 4 deer trophies, 8 hides, 7 leather scraps. Go. Well, that's enough for the boss. think that was get everything. Let's make our spear. Always get in the habit of like fixing stuff right as soon as you walk in, because nothing's worse than going out there and starting your boss fight. You realize, oh yeah, I got to fix all my shit. And then you get owned, and then you got to run back to your dead body and try to get your stuff back while the boss fight's going on. So you're running in there naked and afraid, like prom all over again. Let's spear. So that's done. Now we can use this upgrade tab. What can we upgrade? Like upgrade your hammer and your hoe. They have, for sure. I think they only go to level 3, and you're going to need them for like the rest of the game. It just increases their durability. So just do it. Thank me later. I'm not going to upgrade the knife because I don't think it's going to be around long enough. Shield's going to be with us for a while. Go ahead and do that. We can upgrade our level 2 spear already. Cool. Do that. We should probably upgrade our axe, because the next from flint we'll need bronze, and we're a while away from that. We might as well upgrade all the tools. Screw this thing, this rag tunic, it's junk. We can make leather pants. We can make a full set of leather armor just about once we get like that. The helmets get six leather, 6 leather, 6 leather. Armor level of 2, where our rag tunics are armor level of 1, durability 200. It's already twice as good. So don't even mess around making rag pants. Don't waste your time. Make a shield before you make rag pants and practice blocking. It's better off for you. Okay. The only reason why I'm not making these things is I can't remember what we need for the bow. We need leather scraps for the bow. We only need 2 of them. Okay. We're going to be choking on deer hide in no time. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go into furniture, make this deer hide. Look at the furniture. It takes 4 deer hides. Like that, their deer hide rug. Put that next to the fire. Once we're rested, our comfort level just went up to comfort level 5. Increased it, so now we get 12-minute rested buff. Since tearing everything down, like if we destroy that middle mouse button, you get all the resources back. Like it's silly not to do this. A rested bonus is nice. And you have the stuff to do it. Yeah, we could have made a piece of armor, but we don't really need it right now. What we do need is a rested buff, because that increases your experience, increases your stamina, health regeneration, all that stuff. Get those don't forget those quality of life. Comfort upgrades. They're important. And as you'll see, this is an open-ended survival game. Like, you're going to be playing a long time. If you're trying to rush your way to the boss, well, I'd still recommend doing a rested bonus, because you just tear all this stuff down when we move to a new house. It's not like you're wasting anything. Do we have food we needed to cook? Okay, this only stacks in 20. We got... I'm not going to cook it yet. We cook it, we're going to carry it. We're carrying it, we're carrying weight. We got 9, 10 on. I mean, we got enough food on us for like 4 days right now. There's no reason to start getting in the habit. See, now we're up to 26 mushrooms, which means we're gonna store our berries. If you're on this and you hit shift and then left click, gives you the option to break up the stack. Let's bring 10 mushrooms with us. Start saving our berries. We're gonna need mushrooms and berries to tame pigs. They'll eat mushrooms, berries, carrots, which we'll find later. You gotta grow those. Turnips, which you'll find way later. You gotta grow those. So berries and mushrooms, they'll eat right off the bat. So did we fix everything? Fixed everything. We upgraded everything. We made a comfort bonus. We might as well, we'll give us some pants. We don't even have pants yet. Let's craft some leather pants. Right click, put them on. All right. We need 2 leather scraps to make a bow. I gotta remember to just throw this in the water. My rookie ass mistake. So let's do that. It's crafting stuff, right? This is food. No. A lot of food going. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Made all these chests for specific reasons, but I don't have enough stuff to remember what they're supposed to be for. This appears to be crafting mod drop. Okay. Which makes this one raw materials. That one should be food. This one should be raw materials. So just put raw materials in it, take the food. How many times you split some mushrooms if a mushroom could split mushrooms? Something like that. Alright, that's there. We dicked around long enough for it to be daytime again? That's cool. Let's walk out and find out. Is it cold? It's cold. It's pretty night though. Stars. Free up the galaxy. Sleep. Let's hit that microphone with our elbow about 7 more times. That's got to be refreshing for everyone, isn't it? Figure, see if I can get this chat thing working. I don't know what's going on. Well, it says no viewers, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so we woke up. What are we doing now? We're gonna go fight the boss. We could go fight the boss. So you started about, yeah, let's go fight the boss. Call this a day. Or at least take a break. No, actually, we're just gonna call it. I want to thank you for tuning in. I might turn this back on in a little bit, but that's 2 hours worth of deal. I need a breather. So thanks for watching. See you next time, and we'll kill the boss. It'll probably just be in a half hour or so. I'm just gonna take a little breather and make some breakfast. Great day.